Welcome back to DMG's Third and Wrong YouTube channel. Got a quick video today. Kind of just threw it together because crap happened quick today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think today was the last day that we had the franchise tag
Yeah.
available. So that's probably why a lot of this stuff came down. And the, I mean, as you can see, Aaron Rodgers, first domino to fall, which I think then caused a lot of this stuff to happen, is going back to Green Bay. It's almost like I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
All
Well,
those media were just wrong. It's just smoke, just to talk about all that stuff. Where else would he have gone? That makes no sense.
yeah, I mean it's leverage, and I think everyone gets excited about the possibility of him going somewhere because it would be crazy. But yeah, I think at the end of the day this makes the most sense for Aaron Rodgers, but it's interesting that as soon as this happened, Russell Wilson got traded. But
Yeah.
no, I think the craziest thing about this deal is what they're going to do with the cap this year. They're going to have to really shuffle things, and depending on what Rodgers' cap hit this year is, it can either be really good for the Packers or they're going to have to start shedding the Smiths off of their team, and
Yeah.
maybe even Jordan Love. So we'll
I
see.
think they were doing that anyways, but that 4 year, it's a 4 year deal. The details have not been released yet, so the 4 year, 200 million is false, according to Aaron Rodgers himself.
Yeah.
So
We'll see
we'll
what it
find
really
out
is,
in a
but
couple
I
days.
bet you
Yeah,
it's close to that in some way.
maybe. It's supposed to be cap friendly, so it may be a crap ton of money, but it might be all backloaded or in guarantees, so the cap hit's not too much.
Yeah.
But like you said, this is the first domino, and like an hour later, boom,
Yeah, everything
Russell
happened.
Wilson be traded.
So they say that this deal has been in the works and that Russell Wilson was the first option that the Broncos were looking at. I think they waited until today though because they didn't want to step on the foot of the Packers Aaron Rodgers deal. So I'm sure either the Packers and the Seahawks were talking together, or Aaron Rodgers is, but something happened where they were waiting until this happened so that leverage on both sides were still the same. But yeah, as soon as that happened, this happened. Um, you can't worry about who won this trade. There's a lot of people saying who won this trade and who didn't. You can't decide that today. That's decided if Russell Wilson can get them to a Super Bowl or not.
Yeah, that's it. Like in these kind of trades, it's difficult. Like everyone will say, the Broncos won because they got Russell Wilson, but if you don't win a Super Bowl, it doesn't mean anything. And
Yeah.
you got rid of picks, and you just kind of did nothing. The Seahawks weren't going to win a Super Bowl. They weren't good with Russell Wilson, so trading him away was the right move on their part, I guess. Interesting. I mean, I feel like they could have done better. Like Drew Lock, Noah Fant, and Shelby Harris. Don't know why they went with Drew Lock, but hey,
Well, to be fair though,
he's
the Seahawks don't have anyone as a QB on their roster anymore, really. I don't know who the backup was to Russell. Maybe it was Geno
Gino.
Smith. Yeah.
Yeah, Gino.
You get more competition, and then who knows? They might draft a Malik Willis or Desmond Ritter there in that top 10 pick potentially. So keeps their options open. They don't have
Hmm.
to force anything. And then I don't know. I don't think it was a big deal. It might have been just to get the number 3 opened up for Russell Wilson, but you know. We'll see.
Um,
But I like Noah Fant going the Seahawks. Noah Fant's really good. That's a
hmm
good.
He's a good
Um,
young tight end.
oh yeah, that's awesome to get. And Shelby Harris is good. I don't think he's a world beater, but he's definitely put in good years with the Broncos.
Yeah. Um, I feel like it's good for the Broncos at the same time though, because like everybody knew last year, the roster's good, right? You just need a quarterback,
Yeah,
and now you got one.
no excuse.
Yeah, whether you believe he's a that top tier quarterback still or whatever, that he's better than what they had,
Yeah,
and it helps their offense
I'm excited
a
for
lot.
I'm excited for Javante Williams next year. I think he's gonna have a hell of a year. I know.
Hopefully,
I know
he's
he
killing it.
they're going to be passing more with Russell Wilson. But you know,
But also open up the run game because you have to respect the pass.
yeah. So
Plus,
um,
he may not be sharing touches with um,
Melvin,
Gordon. Yeah, because he is a free agent, and with Russell Wilson coming in, what cap space will they have?
true.
Will they want to spend that on another?
It'll be interesting to see if the Seahawks keep any of the money for Russell Wilson. But what's what's next one we got on the slide here?
Um, Not on the slide, but Von Miller is probably going to be coming back to Denver now.
You think so?
He posted the other day like where what jersey number should I wear on my return back to Denver? So, and they got 2 first-round picks or 2 second-round picks from the Rams for that trade, in which the entire trade for the Seahawks were these 3 guys right here, 2 first-round picks, and 2 second-round picks, and a 5th-round pick.
They're loaded.
So those 2 seconds that Vaughn got traded for, and now they'll get them back.
Yeah, that's smart.
So, yeah, it helped them out.
Yeah, if he goes
Next,
back, but that still
good.
needs to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you do care, the Broncos did also get a 4th-round draft pick as well for the trade. But next, first technical free agent. I think he was technically a free agent.
Was it for 30 million? I thought it was for 60 mil.
It was for 60 mil. I don't know why it got corrected.
No, that's good. Yeah, no, but it's a. I feel like it's pretty spendy for Mike Williams. I know he's came on a little bit more recently, so we'll see what the guarantees are and what the cap flexibility is at the on the third and second years. But you lock up a big target for Justin Herbert. I think it's smart. You don't mess up too much of what you guys had going on before on offense. It is a little spendy though.
He's being overpaid, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
But I mean, you got a rookie contract. I don't know.
He gets hurt every year too.
He does
without fail. That being said, I mean I can't like criticize him too much. He's 10 times better than any receiver on the Browns right now.
It's true. No, and the cap's going up, so the percentage of this contract that it's heating up isn't as much as it would have been 2 years ago.
And plus, it's probably going to be backloaded because of that, so they'll still be able to make moves this offseason.
For sure. Yeah, they still need to get another target outside of those two, just to give Herbert more weapons.
And then lastly, just going off with everyone got tagged because today was the end of it. We'll just run through it really quickly. Orlando Brown, tackle for the Chiefs. He was tagged. David Njoku, tight end from the Browns. He was tagged. Dalton Schultz from the Cowboys. He was tagged. Mike Gesicki from the Dolphins. He was tagged. So it looked like nobody was willing to set the tight end market there.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams and Chris Godwin both got tagged. So they aren't going anywhere. With that, and Mike Williams already gone, it's really Amari Cooper if he gets cut. Other than that, the free agents for the wide receiver class are not looking too great, which also means that the commodity for it in the draft, in which it is a deep draft for wide receiver, might get a little bit more tight. So those guys that may have been dropping in the second round because there's so many might not anymore since it's going to be a little bit more competitive.
The interesting one is Cam Robinson because he's not stellar, but I mean at least you get to have a veteran tackle who's not a complete turnstile, I guess. So I don't know how much that's going to impact them going for a Evan Neal or like an Iquanu or something.
I don't think it will.
But it is something to note with that pick because, I mean, I'm starting to think more and more that the Jaguars might go for Aiden Hutchinson. I'm starting to think that he's a prospect that you can't miss on, even though you're giving up such a good tackle as your opportunity cost in that situation. But I'm starting to think Aiden Hutchinson is going to go number 1 to the Jags.
I'm still in firm belief it's going to be a tackle. I don't think Hutchinson goes number 1, but hey, personal, whatever.
Yeah.
And then another really big one, Jesse Bates. staying with Kansas City, or not Kansas City, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Um, he's one of the best safeties in the league. I would say he's top 3 to top 5 that you can argue easily. He's stellar. They don't have the money per se right now to officially sign him for multiple years because of all the contracts they have coming up. So you push it off for one more year, see how he goes, and move on from there. People that didn't get tagged or were released today, noticeably, J.C. Jackson. Looks like the
Yeah.
Patriots are going to stick to their guns and just let their best defensive players go and just fill it in with people that'll grow into it and still be really good somehow.
Technically, with this though, they can still negotiate with him before the free agency, just because he's still with them technically. So J.C. Jackson more than likely still is not going to be a Patriot next year. I think they're far off from their discussions. And then they just released Kyle Van Noy, so two big
Yeah.
Patriots that are gone. So I'm sure Mikey's not happy with that. He texted something about it. But Chandler Jones leaving the Cardinals, he's getting old. He's still effective, but
He
I
still had, I think it's been like 3 straight seasons with 10 plus
yeah,
every year.
I wonder if they're just like, you know, putting top three edge money in Chandler Jones is hard to commit to, where they have
I
a
don't
lot
think
of holes to fix.
I don't think he is top 3 worth because, like you said, he is getting older. So I can see that. But at the same time, I'm wondering if they're going to get a deal. If not, because that just creates another hole that they have to try to fill now.
True.
And D end, having a great D end is the first step to, excuse
Yeah.
me, to a great defense. Um,
I'm excited that Harold Landry isn't going to be with the
I was going to
Titans
say,
unless they do work out a deal. I'm glad that happens. I think he's a real potential for the Colts to look at free agency. If anything, get him out of the division. He's pretty decent. I'm glad the Titans aren't keeping him.
yeah,
And
funny you
then,
say that because I know the Browns are looking at Harold Landry as well if he gets
yeah,
let into the free agency pool, which starts next Monday.
yep,
So they got about the rest of the week to figure it all out. And
yeah,
less noticeably, Deshaun Hamilton was released from Denver today, and then AJ Klein was also a cap casualty for Buffalo linebacker. So nothing major, but that's just the first day, and it's not even free agency yet. So
yeah,
one domino in Aaron Rodgers falls, and then everything else kind of starts going.
yeah. I'm excited to get into some of these mock drafts with the new information that we gotta base them off of. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Look forward. We got mock drafts coming out, I think, this weekend, and we also have a bunch of we have our updated position groups for after the post combine, and now that we've had enough time to actually go through and watch players and learn more. We'll also keep you guys updated when big stuff comes out. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Who do you think won the trade? Who do you want your team to get? Let us know.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Peace out.